I think people are leaving America because America isn't the end-all be-all of this planet. We have 194 countries. That's one country. As far as my expenses go, my rent is about $1,000 a month. You're spending $400 a week at the supermarket. Like, definitely not. Back home, that's more of a reality. I do feel like a different person since I've moved here. I'm allowed to live to create instead of creating to live. There's more to the world than what meets the eye, but your eye has to meet the rest of the world. So, yeah. My name is Cornelius Rosenbaum. I'm a filmmaker and photographer based out in Hot Bay, South Africa. Welcome, House of Balm, South Africa. Come on into my humble abode. When you first step in, pan to the left, you'll see our beautiful office. Table of 1 could be converted into a table of 4. If we just spin that around, we got a few more chairs, but this is where all the magic goes down. All our productions that are produced over in the States and over here, it all starts right here. So, come on, let me show you the rest. Alignment brought me to South Africa. After living in the States for the last 7 years, prior to that I was living in Greece and Amsterdam, I kind of needed to figure out what was next. I just closed a chapter of my life of opening up a production studio and keeping it open for a year and kind of just going through the trials and tribulations of keeping that open and that. I was like, all right, cool, well, what's next for me? I visited Africa, I don't know, 15 years ago. Aunt took me to Egypt, but that was my only experience. So I said, you know what? Let me see what's up with South Africa. Let me see what's up with the continent, you know? So I aligned myself with it and we're here now. Right here is the beginning of our current library. Our stocks is in the back, but what are we currently reading is here. I have some good shea butters that I've made. Got a nice little scrub. Shout out to my homies out in London. Blessed me with this, you know. And then bedroom, bathroom. You've seen those all before. You don't need to see mine. Come on over to the kitchen, okay? This is where all the cooking goes down. Your boy is a chef, all right? Self-proclaimed, and the streets have told me this. People love my food. I have a nice cuisine, started with Trinidadian cuisine and kind of gravitated more towards the Mediterranean because I lived in Europe and Greece for about 2.5 years. So we love fresh foods, we love fresh vegetables, you know what I mean? We love seasonings, you know what I'm saying? They said if you ain't sneezing, your food ain't seasoned. Do you hear me? Okay, so we start here. We got some chicken rubs. We got some 11-in-1 spice. You know, we got some chimichurri. Gotta have olive oil, tahini, almond butter for my fruits, my apples in the mornings. Like to keep some fresh fruits and vegetables. You know, I don't like my butter cold. I like it warm. So when I get my toast, it just cascades over the top. You know what I'm saying? Butter my toast on both sides. You feel me? Yeah, man. That's about it. I got my cameras over here. These are my reading corners. You know, come over here and check out the other little, you know, section of our library. Come on, we got War of Art, you know, Action It Is Given, Be Here Now. These are all high vibrational books, Atomic Habits. Always working on myself, but at the same time, giving myself grace and know that I am doing a great job in life. You know what I mean? So just balancing it out with some self-helps and some novels. So yeah, man, that's it. That's it, man. Humbleable. Oh, show you the porch. As far as expenses go, my rent is about $1,000. My transportation is around $400 or $500. The reason why that's so high is I live about 20 minutes outside of the city. So if I want to make moves, you got to go ahead and slide to the city. And depending on when the Ubers are, it could be a little expensive. As far as food goes, I spend about $400 to $500 a month on food. I like to eat, so I like to try out new things. Also too, the food options that you do have here are a bit more diverse and the quality of food is much better. There's less preservatives in the food over here. So depending whether I go shop at Woolworths or go to Checkers, I can get a nice variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, or find my way to the markets as well. Definitely can get some fresh fish here, being that we're on the coast. So yeah. So come out here and I come out here, catch some sun, do some yoga, do some stretching. Look, my baby done caught a lizard. Look at her. This is live nature right here. Oh, she got a mouse. Look at that. She got a whole mouse. Go ahead, mama, eat you a lizard. Typical day usually starts around 6, 7 a.m. I come out here on my patio, catch some sun, get some fresh air, breathe, ground a bit, you know. Just have to remind myself I'm in Africa every day. Like, it's a happy moment each and every day to remind myself. And then find my way to the gym, get a workout in, get a sweat in, possibly get some sauna, cold plunge, come back home and get ready to start my day. You know, whether I decide to work from home, I'll go to a local coffee shop and post up and get some work done. All of those things take place after that morning routine. Probably fix me a bowl of fruit, some blueberries, raspberries, a little bit of blackberries, some tahini. So yeah, that's how I usually start my day. My income hasn't changed in regards to how I get it. I'm a natural born hustler, so you put me anywhere in the world, I'm gonna make it shake regardless. As being an entrepreneur, most of the times you have to go get your own clients, you know what I mean? So regardless if that's at different networking events or different connections that you meet and friends and people that you meet out in the world, kind of just when you meet people, you let them know what you do. And I think the first set of clients that I've gotten here was for me being curious. Asking questions. They're generally open to you connecting. I do feel like a different person since I've moved here. My pace of life has slowed down a bit. I'm allowed to live to create instead of creating to live. It's not even a money thing. It's literally like a quality of life. Like, there's mountains behind me. There's sand dunes. There's beautiful oceans. There's calmer energy of just the people. You know what I mean? I think this quality of life is definitely molded me to become the best version of myself. I didn't have any expectations before I got here. I think Africa as a whole has been marketed to us in a specific manner. So in our subconscious and conscious, you know, I anticipated it being much more animals than they were. I was expecting not necessarily the elephants and the lions all around, but more so just like, you know, just like local wombats, you know what I mean, or deers, or like, you know, I know you guys have springboks here, but it seems like most of the animals are more inland than they are towards the coast. So I think that was one of the expectations that I had. But aside from that, I kind of just came with the open eyes of taking it in for what it is and the naturalness of it. So sacrifices, boy, a lot. Not being able to see my dad, not being able to, you know, see my moms, my friend groups. Not that that was like but it was something, you know, definitely coming to the other side of the world and having to curate what that looks like now. It can be a bit of a challenge, you know what I mean? Because you do have to put yourself out there. I think those sacrifices were needed in order for me to thrive. I built community by being curious again. I told people what I was doing, where I was going, and people were just like, yo, you should be in this group chat, you should meet this person, let me connect you, da 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 da. So that was a main source of community. And also too, you know, being out in the world, I think that you gravitate towards humans a bit more because you are by yourself and you are, you know, doing common, you know, life things of going to the supermarket or going to the bars or, you know, going to the gym or whatever. But kind of just, you know, speaking to people when it aligns and letting people know what you're doing, and they'll be able to tap in with you and share some resources with you. So yeah, and community for me is a crucial piece when it comes to just us as creatives, you know what I mean? Tapping into the creative community and knowing where they hang out at or what type of events they go to, making yourself knowledgeable about these spaces is really helpful when it comes to, you know, finding your tribe. Nothing really surprised me when I moved here. As far as the people go, I learned early on after traveling throughout the world that everybody in the world kind of does the same thing. Everybody wakes up, try to find $1, find something good to eat, make some happiness, take a nap, go to sleep, you know what I mean? And everybody does that at, you know, different times of the day and different facets of living, but it's generally the same thing. I see myself still in Africa. Who knows what country that will be. Hopefully I'll have me some real estate in South Africa. But ultimately I want to explore the rest of this continent. There's 54 countries here. I know they have a lot to offer, and I want to continue to build a foundation here on this continent. If you're looking to get out into the world, I would simply say do it. The way that this planet is set up is we are 28% land, I think, and 73% water. So we're living in water. It's not that big of a world. Hence the phrase, you know, the world is so small when you meet somebody 2 degrees of separation. Yeah, I'll say get out in the world, man. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for you. There's everything that you're currently doing now, and you can do anywhere else in the world. Somebody needs your talents, somebody needs your vision, somebody needs your perspective. It is all valid. So yeah, let's bring it out.